Shalom, 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 everyone. Welcome to our second episode of Criminal Justice Tuesday. Of course, this is the My Take world. You know, we got a lot of things going on in My Take with Rosh Ya'acob and Abraham. Welcome to another show. This is our second edition of the Tuesday show. We got almost 1,000. If not by now, we got at least 1,000 views for the last week's show. Let's give it up for that. We got 1,000 views for last week's show. Yeah, let's give it up for that. I was like, wow. Hey, the karmeloanthony case seems to be something really, really hype that a lot of people wanna argue and debate over, and there's a lot of people on the conservative and the Republican side that's really, really angry about this case. And they're putting a lot out in the media. So any voice that speaks against it, they all jump on that channel and try to attack it. I'm like, come on, jump on the channel and attack it, because you're bringing more attention to me, which is bringing more attention to the Torah. So I want you to come over there and attack it. I want you to come over there. And the more you do that, the more you shine a light on me, and I got a voice, so it is what it is. So I'm ready, right? So when I seen it, I said, wow, it was a lot of people, as y'all say from yesterday's show. I was saying we reached almost 1,000. So by now, I believe we got 1,000, might be a little over 1,000. I didn't check it yet, but what can I say? It's just amazing. Just being able to see that and to be in a thing right now, because I'm telling you, it's a lot going on with this case. Yesterday, I dealt with a lot of the things that was said, and now I'm going to go directly to the press conference, because they kept trying to jump on a press conference. And I'm like, well, this show that y'all looking at not even about the press conference. You know what I'm saying? The show that I made last week, I was addressing us, right? I was talking to our community, and I was like, you know what? This is something that we do in our community that is wrong. We so quick to throw each other under the bus and talk crazy to each other, right? That was what I was showing, and not all of us, because for the most part, we stick together with this for the most part. But it is some stragglers that you're going to see that's right out there, ready to be right at your throat, saying this, that, and the other. And it's because of their political beliefs and all this other stuff, and their political rhetoric and all this other stuff. So it is what it is, right? So, but I'm happy to deal with this show tonight. We're going to get into this, and we're going to discuss the press conference, right? Because after this, after he got released last week, I seen an update. I said, oh man, he got released. So I came together with the thing, and I just was going to talk about how people were so upset that he got released. I didn't even realize his press conference or any of this other stuff was even going to take place. And it took place because when he got released, the conservative media went out spewing a lot of lies. They spewed so many lies about this family. And I was just like, wow, these guys really putting out a lot of lies about this family. And I was just like, that's crazy, right? Let's put out all kind of lies, saying, oh, they this and oh, they that. And it was like, come on, guys. Y'all know they are not this and they're not that, right? But at the same time, that's what they wanted to run with. So I'm just like, So that kind of changed my whole thing once I seen the press conference and the lies they put out and all that stuff. So I'm going to try to encompass all that within this show so we can get with it. It's people probably already in the comments that's from the, I don't even know what side of the bird it is, because to me it's the same bird. Like, or the left wing, the right wing, whatever wing. It's the same bird, right? Somebody from one of those sides of the bird is going to be in my comments saying, yeah, but you blah, 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 and only looked at me talking right now. Didn't get into the video, didn't get into any of the stuff that I'm going to say, not disputing against anything I'm saying, because in the comments, I specifically went back to things that I said in the show. And when a person didn't even know what I was talking about, like, dude, did you even look at the video, or did you just jump on here and start writing? Like, and listen to it as you was writing, like, yeah, you Negroes, right? It was a lot of stuff. And I'm just like, wow, like, how you commenting on something that you didn't even look at? You don't even know what I'm saying. You don't even know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, well, what did I say? Well, you blacks. What did I say? Well, you blacks. Well, I know about you Hebrew Israelites. What are you talking about? That wasn't even a topic of the show. What is going on here? I'm like, you just looked at the title, looked at something, jumped to a conclusion and typed something and don't even know what you're talking about. Don't even know what you're talking about. So I would implore you, before you jump on here and start typing a comment, at least look at the show. At least look at it. At least gloss through it. At least look at part of it. I can't handle no more of this. Fast forward to this part. I can't handle that. Fast forward. All right, I almost listened to all of it. At least do that. So I say, well, Daddy, at least they almost is. But don't just jump right on and start typing and never looked at anything. Because I actually take the time to look at the people that I disagree with. You're going to see me right now looking at some people that I disagree with. I take the time to look at you when I disagree with you, so I can tell you why I disagree with you. I'm not just going to say, I disagree with you. I never even watched the video. I see it's you. I think I see what you said. I disagree with you. What are you talking about? So I just had to get that off, because as y'all seen from them comments yesterday, I'm just looking at the comments. I'm just like, come on, Ak. Come on. Like, seriously. Let's get this together. Anyway, so we're going to jump right into this. But before we get into this, let me introduce myself, because I didn't even go into who I am. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rosh Ya'acob ben Abraham. I am the Rabbi at Gethsemane Spiritual Temple Congregation. And on this show, we deal with different information based off a Torah perspective and try to give you some understanding based off how our mindset should look at things, right? So I try to focus on all those things for you guys. Monday, as you know, is Breaking News Monday, where I try to deal with the topic that's happening right then and there at that time. Tuesday now is Criminal Justice Tuesday, where I deal with issues that are in the court system, stuff that we going through, like this case right here. It might be a police case. Anything that's dealing with the criminal system that we have to battle with every day, because they want to just put out here that we criminals. So I want to expose or shed light on who's really the criminal, who's really wrong in this situation, right? Especially when they deal with police issues and stuff like that. So you're going to see all that kind of stuff on Tuesdays. Wednesdays is question and answer Wednesday. where I answer the different questions and videos that was sent to me. Is a video that was sent to me by a brother this weekend, being as though it was Ishtar, Chag Hamasot had ended, or Passover had ended, the season of Passover, unleavened bread had ended, and right after it ended, that next day was Easter. And a brother sent me a video about this guy trying to say that Easter is not pagan at all. And I'm like, really now? So y'all know the guy. It's the guy who called himself, I ain't gonna say called himself, the guy who dismantled the career of the brother, I can't even think of the brother name that used to come on and try to debunk everything with the Bible. And this guy had him on a show and dismantled his career, and he threatened to sue the guy and all that stuff. I can't think of his name right now. Right, but we're going to deal with that video and maybe other things as well that you guys have asked about. And again, I'm going to try to, if not on tomorrow, at least by next week, I'm going to try to set it up where I can send out a link for you all that want to jump on the show to ask a question. Whatever question it may be biblically, you can jump right on and ask the question, and we can go right there. We can have a live conversation with each other and so forth. I'm trying to figure out how to use it on a platform that I use. I'm on a platform that streams over multiple platforms. So I want to be able to find a way that you can get directly on this platform versus I got to go to one of the other platforms and then people not going to see the live reaction on all the other platforms. Because I try to go live on 3 platforms, try to go live on. So that's the case with that. All right, so I know I said a whole lot, and already the people mad, like, man, you taking too long to get into this. You've been talking for 14 minutes and you ain't showed a video yet or nothing. Well, y'all gotta hold on a little bit longer because I gotta talk about my sponsors. So first off, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking you to donate nothing. I don't got my Cash App pinned up on the thing. None of that. All I'm saying is subscribe to the channel. Why am I saying subscribe to the channel? Because if you subscribe to the channel and you like the video and you share the video, that sparks the algorithm. That's what happened with our video last week. People begin to share it and it sparked the algorithm. Now, they don't know if they shared it. Look at this guy. Let's argue with him. Whatever the reason they shared it for, they shared it. And it got spread. It spread everywhere. Well, like I said, I got like 1,000 views, right? So it spread really, really well, right? But out of those 1,000 views, I still only got 98 subscribers. That's crazy. All those views, right? So I even told the haters, I said, hey, haters, if you want to be able to hate on me more, subscribe so you can hate all the time. Whatever it takes to get that algorithm to spin off so this Torah knowledge can get spread out, let's do it. You want to hate? Hate all you want. I can take all the hate. Go ahead. That's what got Rush Limbaugh and all them out there. Because they said stuff that made people hate them, and they logged in just so they could say, I hate you, Rush Limbaugh. And he laughed and giggled because you're helping him to be, to spread his venomous views that he was spreading. So you thinking you jumping over there, arguing with him, you prove it. Yeah, you getting it off your chest. He said some stuff to irk you, but it's also helping him with his circulation. It's helping him spread his venomous lies, right? Which is what he was doing, right? So I'm like, if you want to jump on and argue with me, fine and dandy. I welcome it. I welcome it. Anyway, next thing I want to say is got this product right here from Simply Gorgeous Glow. This is a product we highlighting for the day from Simply Gorgeous Glow. It is the Beard Shampoo Bar. The Beard Shampoo Bar. And in it, they got shea butter, aloe vera, tea tree, jojoba oil, rosemary, and peppermint. Got all that stuff in this bar, right? All those are the ingredients. I was reading the ingredients off the side. All natural, no chemicals. It's going to make your bed feel nice and good. Trust me, you're going to love it. You're going to appreciate it. So if you're into grooming your beard and you really are into making sure your beard is nice and clean and groomed at all times, I would say you can use this soap whenever you jumping in that shower to take that shower. Just go as you wash your face, just rub that joint on your beard and let it lather up. It's going to smell good. Even make your face smell good. Like you smell good, like you got natural oils or cologne on. And the scent will get you, I'm telling you. So brothers, you want to feel fresh, check it out. Also, she got stuff for the ladies. So it's not just for the brothers. I got all her information in the description below. So you can check on her, Sister Linda, Simply Gorgeous Glow, right there in the description. And also, again, for our other sponsor is Brother Alex. He got the shirts. This is one of his original first shirts. And he sent forth a raven, Genesis chapter 8, verse 7. Right? So check it out. Get with him. He got all his information is down below. He got his webpage set up where you can order directly from his webpage. All the prices are great. And the reason why I'm trying to get us supported is because these guys are supporting Torah knowledge. They're making sure the word gets spread to others. Right? So help them so we can just all keep helping each other so this Torah knowledge can grow and it can get spread out there. And now, before we get into everything, I want to just let you see our commercial from our sponsor, The Art of Clothing. All right, welcome back, everyone. So now we're going to get into this. We'll look at our first clip. Now, this clip that we're about to watch is coming straight from the news and is dealing with the press conference, because that's what we want to focus on today, the press conference.
Now to new developments on that deadly stabbing in Frisco. The suspect's family, for the first time, called a news conference to reject some rumors circulating online. Reporter Jobin Paniker says it all changed when the victim's father walked in.
Now, before we get into this, they want to address some rumors that's floating around online. Now, remember I told you when the judge lowered the bail, the conservative media and racist outlets went crazy. And even some of the blacks that put themselves in those groups, all of them went crazy. How dare this woman do this? How dare she do this, right? And she's DEI. And they said all kind of crazy stuff about this woman. We're going to try, hopefully we have enough time to get into her so you can see that she's not DEI or any of this stuff that people are trying to claim she is. So hopefully we'll be able to get into that so you guys can see that she's not any of this, right? But boom, this is what they said, right? So now the family is addressing this. So this is not a press conference that's put together just so they can give out their side of the story about their son. They're not going to talk about the case because they don't want to try the case in the public. They want to let the legal system do its job. They want to let the legal system do its job. Everybody else is trying to try the case in the public. They're not doing it. They said, we don't want to try to place the case in the public. We want the legal system to do its job. They only had this press conference because people were literally lying on them. And we're going to get into the lies later, right? But I just want you to keep that in mind why they was having this press conference. They wasn't having this press conference because they said, oh, we want to be able to make our son look good. We want to be able to make him look like he the victim. We want to do any of this. No, they having a press conference because people were on social media lying on them. I want you to keep that in mind. And I'm going to rewind it back so you can hear them say that, so you don't think that it's just me saying that and that's not why they had this press conference. Let's use our Blues Clues.
Family, for the first time, called a news conference to reject some rumors circulating online.
And you can see it right there because I got the closed caption on. To reject some rumors circulating online. That's the reason why the press conference was held. That's supposed to be the focus of this press conference. But let's see what happens.
Reporter Jobin Paniker says it all changed when the victim's father walked in.
Why? Why was he there?
Well, this is such a tragic case, and it is sad all around. But it's also had its share of surprises, and what happened this morning is no different. We were all waiting to hear the Anthony family talk for the first time on the record. It was supposed to start at 11. 10 minutes turned into 20, then 30. The reason?
All right, so you're supposed to start at 11. Then it turned into 11:10, and 11:20, and 11:30. Guess what? The family was not there yet. Why was the family not there yet? Well, let's say it says the reason. Let's see. Why was the family not there yet?
Into 20, then 30. The reason? Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff Metcalf, had walked in.
Who was not invited, he knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family. But he did it.
Karmelo Anthony's charged.
All right, so this is what we said. So that was just a sound bite from the clip. Don't worry. We're going to get into exactly what Dominic has to say, what brother Pastor Dominic has to say, right? We will get right into what this pastor or minister, I don't know if he's a pastor. I know he's a minister. So we're going to get right into what this minister has to say. All right? We're going to get right into what he has to say. But I want you to see the reactions from this. Now, we got this short clip and people seeing this clip. So I played the little short clip now. So when I give you the people reactions, I don't have to play the clip all over again. You can just hear their reactions, right? So here's the reaction. Let's hear this reaction.
Karmelo Anthony's charged with murder in his son's death.
Wait. Why they acting like their son is the one that's the victim when the person that's actually passed away is his son?
All right. Now, he said, why they act like their son the victim when a person who passed away, his son is really the victim? What was the press conference about? Remember I said, let's use our Blues Clues? The press conference was about the rumors that were circulating about Karmelo Anthony's family. The lies that on Fox News and other organizations was saying it as if it was the blatant truth. And TMZ, of all people, had to be the one to call the people and say, hey, did this really happen? And the people said, no, that ain't happened. TMZ had to be the fact checkers. These conservative news publications wasn't a fact checkers. They just was typing stuff that they wanted to type and saying stuff we wanted to say. But TMZ, hold on. Let's give a hand clap to TMZ for doing what the other people didn't do. Let's give a hand clap to TMZ, right? Come on, TMZ did what Fox News Network and other conservative Republican broadcasts didn't do. They said, wait a minute. That can't be what happened. Let me look into this and see if this is really what happened. And then come to find out, it's a lie. You know, the same way they lied back in the day on that woman that was in charge of the agriculture.
They asked me to resign. And in fact, they harassed me as I was driving back to the state office from West Point, Georgia yesterday. I had at least 3 calls telling me the White House wanted me to resign.
So the pressure came from the White House.
And the last one asked me to pull over to the side of the road and do it.
Do you feel as though you had an opportunity to state your side of the story?
No, I didn't. The administration didn't. They were not interested in hearing the truth.
Man, that makes me so angry. Because look at the initial reaction at the White House, an overwhelming reaction. Fox News said something about us. Oh my God, fire somebody, fire somebody. Who cares about listening to her opinion? I mean, I thought, I'm so naive, even to this day. I thought Tom Vilsack might have pulled her into his office, gotten her aside and said, you know what, it's still too much political damage. Even though she's got an interesting story, I gotta let her go. Too much. No, he didn't even listen. He's just like, no, resign right now, right now, right now. Fox News is yelling at us as we speak. Man, you know what that makes you? That makes you a pushover.
And they came up with that story saying something crazy about she did something that she didn't do. You know, the sister and president at that time, Barack Obama, believed them because they said it. And it's a news broadcast. They not going to lie. And he fired that woman on the spot. And then came to find out that they lied, or they said we misspoke. And then they said, well, the president should have looked into it before he did anything. Remember them guys? Those guys been saying rumors and stuff about this family. That's what this news conference is about. The news conference is not about who's the victim. The news conference is, we're here to speak about this, and with his presence, it's going to take away from what we're speaking about, because everybody's going to be looking at him and focusing on him and not focusing on what we're talking about. That's what's happening right here. But I digress.
What? Wait. Is that the spokesman, the guy that's talking right here? Is he the spokesman? All right, now I can see why this is turning into more of a spectacle than it has to be, because that's crazy. Saying that he knows it's inappropriate to be near this family.
Now, he wasn't saying it's inappropriate to be near the family. Well, I could give him that, because anything can go off, right? He can say something. They can say something. Whatever they say, the media is scrutinizing them more than him. You see how the media are lying on them. The media is lying on them, right? You see how the media is lying on them. So anything go wrong, or one of the family members look a certain way or act a certain way, or any kind of aggression, the media right there typing, and Karmeloanthony's family is no better than him. Look how they treated the dad, right? So he's saying, in order to let the trial go on fair and be the way it should be, if he were to hold a press conference and say, stop lying on that family, the family said they didn't do that, that's fine. He can do that. But being there right now as they're trying to clear their name for something that they was told that they was doing wrong, that they wasn't doing wrong, that they didn't even do, and he's standing there, that's going to take away from that, Anton. You got to know and understand that. Come on, like, let's be for real. Like, is we really acting like we don't understand how public perception is? You work with public perception. You're in public perception. How you not know how public perception works? But I'm going to, Excuse me. I'm going to let you keep going.
Yo, even the verbiage is wrong. It's wrong. It's 100% wrong in my opinion. But let's continue.
Near this family. But he did it.
Karmelo Anthony is charged with murder in his
They
son's
talking like
death
he the bad
at a
guy.
track meet in Frisco on April 2nd. Jeff Metcalf said nothing. He just stood and waited. The group hosting this told him to leave, or they'd call Dallas police. The group's founder, Dominique Alexander, made this statement.
Is a disrespect to the dignity.
Now, the reporter got it wrong right there. They told him to leave, and people asked him to leave. He didn't leave. He didn't leave until the police came and escorted him out. That's what happened. So I'm going to let it keep going because that's what it's going to say. The police escorted him out. He didn't just, oh, you better leave before we call the police. All right, I'm going to leave then. That's not what happened. But let's keep going.
Of his son.
Jeff Metcalf was escorted out by
How dare you speak?
The father, as I said, what we just saying is he did not leave. When they said, oh, you need to leave because of XYZ, he did not leave. He left he was escorted out, right? He was escorted out. That's when he left. He didn't just leave because he decided he was going to leave. He was escorted out. That's when he left. So they said, you gotta leave. He stayed there with his shades on. The person who owned the establishment said, hey, you gotta go. He stayed there with his shades on. You know when he left? When the authorities came. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. When the authorities came. Watch this.
What is he talking about?
Let me explain. So Austin McCaff's father showed up to the press conference. And so he's talking about how it was, you could say, disrespectful for the father to do that.
Why? Remember, that's the same thing the boy that's on trial did. He showed up at somebody else's home bench and he decided to intrude. So if he can do it, why can't this dead boy's father do the exact same thing?
All right, now, y'all hear his premise. Keep this premise in mind. Keep this premise in mind. Y'all hear his premise. Keep this premise in mind. We will keep it going. So let me go over the premise first. He says the dead boy's father is doing what Karmelo Anthony did. He's somewhere where he's not supposed to be, quote unquote. He's intruding like Karmelo did, right? So he's saying, if he can do that, then why can't Austin's father do the same thing? Right? Sounds reasonable, right? Oh, sound reasonable. Okay, so sound reasonable. Let's see what happens next.
And that's right. So he opened up this press conference saying that it was disrespectful, and I don't know why he opened up the press conference saying that. I don't know why.
Well, I think the reason why he opened up the press conference saying that is because he knew the media. Number one, it seemed like it was staged. I seen a clip where the camera was focused right on the door. He came right through the door. They caught him coming through. They had him standing there from the very beginning, and they was just all recording him from the very beginning. Right? He was there. And he felt like, okay, y'all seen the police came and escort him away. So I don't want y'all to make up in y'all mind what kind of narrative y'all want to say about why this happened. So I'm going to be on public record telling you why it happened. Because I know about perception. I know y'all can come up with all kinds of reasons and stories to keep fanning a rumor mill about why stuff happened. So I want to come directly to you and tell you this is why this happened.
Austin Metcalf's father, Mr. Metcalf, was there, maybe it wasn't to be disruptive. You know,
it probably wasn't to be disruptive. And I don't even think he was thinking that he was going to be disruptive. Just him being there and not saying nothing is disruptive. Because as these people are explaining why the rumors about them are false, and he's just standing there, the camera is literally going to be going from this person to this person, from this person to this person. That's how the camera going to be going. Or if the people got, multiple cameras, they had one camera on them, one camera on him, and they just keep clicking back and forth. And when they get the pivotal points, they'd be right in their joint, in their newsroom, edited and cutting it up to make it look however they want it to look. So that's why Minister Dominic was like, nah, he gotta go.
Well, again, what is the difference between what the dead boy's father did and what the defendant himself did? What's the difference?
Now, he keep bringing this issue up. I want y'all to listen to this, because the real Dana is going to get him. She going to get him for this. He going to try to flip it, and this, that, ever later, but she going to get him for it, and he going to have a bubble. He going to be like, And I'm like, yeah, she got you. So let's keep going, because the real Dana going to get him, because she trying to get the whole thing out. He keep jumping in, trying to stop her. She going to get him for this. Watch this.
In terms of initiating the problem, it was open to the public, just like the athletic field was.
So the athletic field was open to the public. So this is open to the public just like the athletic field was, right? Let's keep this in mind. He digging a hole for himself, but let's keep it going.
Was another family, was another team.
Another family, another team. Keep going. We'll build this up. I like this one.
There was no invitation.
No invitation. Keep it going, Judge. Come on, Judge.
An intent not to cause trouble, but discussed with him being there. So I guess they just talked about it, which shows what their son should have done instead of knifing somebody, even if they laid hands on him.
All right, which shows what their son should have done instead of knifing somebody, even if he laid hands on them, right? We'll deal with that part later. You said it shows what their son should have done. The real Dana gonna get him with this. When he was saying this, I was like, it show what their son should have done. It show what Metcalf's sons should have done. Because he's not going to leave because Minister Dominic came over and said, hey, man, you need to go. And the bodyguards got behind him. They said, hey, we just want to tell you like this. And they didn't grab his stuff and start tossing it. They ain't lay hands on him at all, right? What did they do? They called the authorities. Metcalf's sons didn't call the authorities. They assumed the power like they were the authorities. And they're not the authorities. They're not the authorities. They assumed the power as if they were the authorities. They are not the authorities. Let's get this straight and together. They're not the authorities. They didn't have no power that he needed to listen to them. But I'm gonna let the real Dana get him because he tried it.
See, that's the whole thing. Laid hands on. See, that's part of this thing. They better not touch my child. And when I grew up,
see, now he going to all this better not touch my. Excuse me. Now he's going through all this better not touch my child. What are you talking about? That has nothing to do with this. And the example you giving, but I'm gonna let him dig a hole for himself because the real Dana gonna get him. I was getting him, and then when she said it, I said, "That's what I was talking about."
You know, we are a better generation in terms of our behaviors, our courage and stamina and initiative. Because, boy, come in here. Mr. Miller, I didn't do anything. Yes, you did, boy. I can see it in your eyes.
Now, listen what happened. Boy, come here, right? Who said boy ain't coming here? Somebody that got authority. That's why he's listening. Not his peer. If one of the other students say, boy, come in here, they be like, who you talking to? I ain't coming in there with you. You ain't nobody. You see what I'm saying? Y'all on equal footing. It's like you got a coworker at work. Y'all both the same thing, but he keep trying to tell you or she keep trying to tell you what to do. And she doing it so well, you start thinking that she must be he must be a supervisor or something. Then you kind of find out, he ain't no supervisor. He the same position as you. So now when he say, come on over here, man, and do what I need you to do, you can be like, I ain't coming over there. I ain't got to listen to you. You not nobody. I don't got to listen to you. You are the same thing that I am. You don't got no more authority than I do. Right? Keep this in mind.
What you do. All right, tell you what. Put your hands on your knees, look at that wall. Don't you eyeball me, you get one. Wham! All right, now get out of here and get it off your mind. Don't even think.
Now, talk about corporal punishment, all this kind of stuff. Okay. Now, would he even let another student say, come here, boy, put your hand on your knees and hit you with the paddle? No. He gonna be like, you the same thing like me. I ain't like you do. We gonna fight. That's what's gonna happen. That was because there was somebody who had authority. Authority. I'm gonna say it like our brother, I can't even think his name right now. But y'all know what I'm talking about. We say identity, authority, right? Let's keep it going.
Think about it. And he was dead right, because you'd go run away. Hey, man, did you tell Mr. Miller? No, I didn't say anything. Well, how did he know? Because he's been a boy himself. And he remembered. So he can tell by the look on your face. But we knew to be straight. We knew that if you got out of line, something was going to happen to you. And even when some of the students got out of line, we said, oh, man, wow.
Now, real Dana was probably saying, we can't see her face, but she probably said, like, come on, man. This all got nothing to do with what we talking about. But she let him get his story out. Now she going to come back. Get him, Dana.
Here's the thing.
I'm terrified with coming to school. It was like, oh, man, wow, this is rough.
Come on,
Well, here's
Dana,
the
get
thing,
him.
because, Dominique Alexander, he called the Dallas police to it.
He called the Dallas police. Dominique Alexander, the minister, he didn't come over there and say, hey, you need to move with 2 bodyguards with him and threatening him. He called the police. He called the authorities. Some of the authorities deal with this. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to let the authorities deal with this. Because guess what? As we seen in the clip, the father wasn't leaving. The father was there for a half hour, holding up the press conference because the family would not come in until he was gone. So the father had to be completely gone out the building. So the police had to be called to remove him. When they let him know up front first, saying, no, you can't be here, he didn't leave. They came back to him 20 minutes later. Really, you should really just go ahead and leave, man. He didn't leave. A half hour later, when the police finally got there, then they escorted him out, which is what we see on the little video clip right above Dana's head. They are escorting him out. Now watch this.
Escort the father off the premises of the press conference. So this is where we see here, they walked him out. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't even mention that he was there.
It's a press conference. It's a track meet.
So at this, so
See how we keep trying to equate it? It's the press conference. It's the track meet. Try to equate everything, right? Keep it in mind. She just said the magic words. He called the authorities. She trying to give him a hint. Hint, Judge. going a little to the sideways, but let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to the court of law, right? She tried to help him out. That's why she threw that part in there, but let's see.
Again, to your point, Judge, because, it was a video that I uploaded when you were talking about that Karmeloanthony was trespassing.
See, she trying to remind him, Judge, remember we did the video? You said Karmeloanthony was trespassing and how he shouldn't have been trespassing. Well, this guy's trespassing too. You're not going to say he shouldn't have been trespassing? But let's see what the judge says. She tried to give him a hint.
Well, would you say that the father here was trespassing with this press conference?
Maybe.
Yo said, baby. Come on, man. Was he trespassing or not? You said Karmelo was trespassing. So, was the father not trespassing?
Was it by invitation only? Was the premises rented out? But I'm not talking about whether it was.
So it was by invitation only, and he wasn't invited. The press was invited. He wasn't invited. It wasn't just regular people there. It was only the press was there. He wasn't invited. So it was by invitation only. So he was trespassing. He don't want to say it. I don't understand why people do this. Just say he was trespassing, man. Come on, you were so adamant about Karmelo trespassing. Why we can't say he was trespassing? Let's keep it going.
Was in fact a trespass. I'm talking about it was being treated by one party as a trespass. So in other words, the family had no more right to call the police to escort this man out than their son had the right to say, I'm going to intrude in. So if the father gets...
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
I'm confused right now. What are you talking about, Judge? Come on, Judge. Come on, Judge. Come on. What are you talking about? It's like you try your best to make an excuse, Judge. He was wrong. Oh, my goodness. Dana gonna get tired of playing with him, though. Watch Dana. Dana gonna get tired in a minute. Dana gonna be like, look, let's get to the nitty-gritty. I'm just trying to get to that point where Dana get tired of it, then I'm gonna cut it off, and y'all can look at the rest of it on your own. I got the video in the description below if you want to see it without me keep stopping and commenting, right? Is this down below? Watch this.
It's on the stand during the trial, good defense would say, hey, not a good defense, but a good prosecutor would say, hey, didn't you call the police to have the father of the victim removed?
So, nobody said a good, and please do this. Please listen to Judge Joe Brown, prosecution. Please listen to Judge Joe Brown to do this. This is going to ruin your whole case. Listen to Judge Joe Brown and say, well, didn't y'all have the father removed? And this, that, other. And watch how they going to respond. Yeah, he was removed. You know how he was removed? The authorities removed him. I didn't remove him. Minister Dominic didn't remove him. We didn't have private security remove him. You know who removed him? The authorities that have the power to do such. The twins did not have the authority or the power to do it. So when that situation happened and a young man was like, he not going nowhere, their next move should have been, let's go and get some authorities that got the power to let him know he got to move. Not, I'm going to take your stuff and tossed it, and I'm going to force you to move. They weren't the authorities. They did not do it the right way. If they would have did it the right way, none of this wouldn't even happen. They are not the authorities. They did not do it the right way. So please listen to him and bring that up, because that's going to blow their case up in their face. They're not going to listen to him and say nothing about that. Maybe he try to sabotage the prosecution because he don't want them to win. Maybe he should give them some fake information, because this was ridiculous right here. But I'm going to let it keep going.
Yeah, well, why? So if you can do it, couldn't the twins have done that too? So in other words, the only thing is that the twins didn't call the police.
Exactly. That's what the twins were supposed to do. If not the police, school security. Whoever's in charge of the event, their coach, somebody of authority, not them. Somebody of authority they should have got in contact with.
Well, I would say this.
Do it themselves.
The difference is, and the defense could come back and say that Mr. Dominique Alexander called the authorities. He did not try to physically remove Mr. McCalf.
Remember, when this country was founded, there was no such animal as police. That wasn't invented until about 60 years later.
The prosecutor, that would be a horrible rebuttal.
Oh my goodness, man. She said that would be a horrible rebuttal to come back after they say that and say, well, the police just came with the police and said, who cares?
No, it's not a horrible rebuttal.
It is. I'm talking about in the courtroom. If they were to bring this up, if the prosecutors were to bring this incident up, the defense can also rebuttal back saying, Let me just say this. The difference between the two is that one person called the authorities to remove somebody. The other two people, whether it was both brothers or one brother, took it upon themselves to be the authority.
That's not the point. The point is...
That is the point.
The prosecution wouldn't call this...
See? That's what she got him. She got him right there. Look, he know what to say. He know what to say. Oh my goodness. He know what to say. He know what to say at that point. Oh my goodness. They got him with that joint. That was it right there. He did not know what to say. He know what to say. Let's keep it moving. All right, I just want y'all to see that for Judge Joe Brown. Woo! Said that would have been a horrible rebuttal. The prosecution would have done. You just said the prosecution. She made that man stumble on his words. He probably was mad about it. He probably said she thinks she's being a little sassy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So our brother right here is going to speak on the rumors. The rumors that came about. The rumors that came about based off of the people being mad over him being able to raise money and over the bail being reduced. When that bail got reduced and he was able to make bail, oh, they was hot. They was hot. So now we're going to get into our brother, Mr. Scott. He's going to break down some information for us.
Ethiopia, I was, monitoring the Karmelo Anthony case. And as a lot of you know, Karmelo Anthony, was at a track meet and you had a guy by the name of Austin Metcalf. He was known to be this bully, him and his brother. And allegedly, Karmelo was sitting in a place that he don't supposed to be. And they told him he shouldn't be there. and they decided to try to put hands on him to make him move. Austin didn't go get a school administrator, didn't get campus police involved, didn't get anybody involved.
See? He ain't go get a school administrator. He ain't get the campus police or security. He ain't get nobody involved. They took the matters in their own hands. Just like Dana just proved to him in the thing. Dana got him with that one.
To maybe assist with something or maybe to find out what was right.
Mm-hmm.
Austin, being a bully that he is, he decided to try to put hands on Karmelo. Karmelo said, "Hey man, touch me again and watch what happened." Well, Austin decides to go ahead and put hands on Karmelo, and Karmelo poked him one good time.
One good time.
He poked him in the heart. And that was it. That was it for Austin, right? Now, in Texas, that would definitely go on the line of a stand your ground case, right? Because under Texas law, you have no duty to retreat under Texas law. You can protect yourself from any kind of force that someone is putting on you, according to the stand your ground laws in Texas, right? You know, in school, in kindergarten, we was taught to keep our hands to ourselves. Mm-hmm. And if Austin would have kept his hands to himself, he would still be alive today. But he didn't follow what he was taught in kindergarten, to not keep his hands to himself, because Karmelo told him, touch me and watch what happens.
Yeah, see?
Now, clearly, when somebody tells
he gave him a warning. He gave him a warning. And that warning was, touch me, you won't find out what's going to happen. All right, touch me again, you're going to find out what's going to happen. They already touching his stuff. It's not just one, it's two of them. He said it's like it's 1-on-1. It's 2-on-1. 2-on-1. Let's get that straight. It's not 1-on-1, it's 2-on-1. Keep it going, brother.
You to touch me, in other words, you put your hands on me and watch what happen. That means they're warning you. Don't put your hands on me. But clearly, Austin didn't get the memo until he met a tragic end.
If you like the Tuesday show, like it seemed like y'all do, because last Tuesday's show has been on fire. So hopefully this one is on fire as well. And I will talk to you all later. But before we leave you tonight, I want to let you hear our artist of the week. And these three sisters can sing. So I'm going to let you hear our sisters as they sing the Shema. Amen. Got our sisters Three Before Joy. I was caught up with that joy. These guys, I was like, why they stop? Why they stop? I forgot I don't show the clip. I want y'all to go check them out. I got them in the description below. So I don't show all the clip. I want you to go check them out, watch their channel, get them a like, get their music and stuff from all the different things. They got albums out. These sisters are powerful. Y'all heard their powerful voices. They singing for the community. It's all about building up the community. I'm just happy at this moment to see us sticking together. People don't like it when we stick together. They get so angry when we stick together. I just want to see us sticking together and just keep building and growing and just doing what we got to do. All right. So with that being said, I wish you all Layla Tov, which is good night and shalom.